you really truly only want 200 bucks a month, awesome. I hope you feel like you are loved and embraced and welcomed and part of the team, because that's absolutely wonderful. And we will love you at your, paying for your products. That's amazing. We want you to be part of it too. But kind of where I am, and Autumn kind of has asked me to share my story and how I've looked at it, is setting big goals. I told Stephanie Ashentrop when I signed up with her, I need this to be $100,000 a year. Like, I'm not going to do this for less than 100 grand a year. And she shook her head at me and she said, okay, well, let's do it. So that's big. Like, think big, you guys. Don't settle for less, because every single one of you has the exact same opportunity that I had walking into it. So setting big goals. Oh, and then the other thing I made a note, Jamie also, this was a different call. I do a lot of calls with them, which is awesome. But, she's like, you have to think about it when you're setting your goals and you're thinking big and you're looking at this business opportunity. You guys, these are the two doctors that created Proactive, right? Like, we all know this, but if you really wrap your head around that, these ladies created Proactive. And how many billions of dollars, right, is that brand? Okay, that's acne medicine, right? How many percentage of the population has acne? It's not high, okay? And they look at what they did with Proactive, and now they're gonna do this with Rodan and Fields. We're gonna do this with anti-aging. We're gonna do this with sunspots. We're gonna do this for some people with sensitive skin. Oh, and acne on top of it. So when you look at what they've done, all of the countries that they've taken Proactive to, everyone in the United States who knows and uses Proactive, multiply that potential exponentially, because that's what we're holding in our hands. So if you don't think big, if you think the market is tapped or saturated or whatever you're feeding, whatever gets boggled up in your brain, because believe me, I have those days too where I'm like, it's starting to get saturated. It's not starting to get saturated. You have to really take it in and look at it. And you guys just scratch the surface. So think big. Set big goals for yourselves. Set big goals for your new partners that are joining you, because we've just scratched the surface and we're blowing up. And if you don't believe that, call me and we'll talk one-on-one, because there's so much more potential. Okay, so one of I kind of had two roads I'm going to go down. One, you guys, I am a big, big advocate of leading with the business. Huge advocate of that. And there's people out there who don't necessarily want to build a team. And again, we love you and you're wonderful, and add those PCs. And that's awesome, right? But again, my story and how I built my business and how I got where I am is by leading with the business. I never, ever, ever once have asked someone to buy product from me. Never once. Like, never once. So all of my consultants and all of my preferred customers have come from me leading with the business to someone. So the way I do that, and I try really hard not to, the whole, like, you don't want to be pushy, you don't want to be annoying, right? So I think it's really important to be genuine and be yourself. And people say that all the time, and I know, you hear it a lot, but not necessarily reaching out with the business. Like, people say lead with the business, and so you reach out, on a Facebook message, you're like, hey, do you want to be on my team? I don't do that either. Like, I think you have to be very genuine in the way that you're talking about it. I think you have to, if this is someone that you haven't talked to in 10 years, I think, and you want to lead with the business, obviously, but you have to find out how this business can help their life. So if you aren't starting your relationship and revamping your relationship with your old sorority sister and finding out how many kids she has and where she lives and who she married and what she's doing for a living, and like actually genuinely caring about her and her life in a genuine reconnection, it's not going to get you anywhere, and you're going to come off as annoying. So I think being very genuine and purposeful in your conversations with people, asking people open-ended questions and listening to their answers, like really truly listening to their answers. And you know what, maybe that means you have 4 or 5 conversations with someone before you bring up your business, and that's okay. Like, this is long-term plan, guys. Like, this isn't, we aren't looking for instant gratification in this business. Every once in a while you get some. I mean, Kim Jones hopped on the day after me. She hopped on board with me. So yes, every once in a while you get lucky and you get some instant gratification. But I think to have a good, healthy mindset with everything, you need to be looking more long-term. So my biggest thing is always leading with the business, but leading with it in a very genuine way. An example, there's a nurse at the hospital where I work, and I was sitting talking to one of my doctors, and she came over and was showing pictures of her kids, and they were going to Disney World, and she mentioned having to pick up extra shifts, right, to pay for the Disney World trip. Well, obviously, ding, 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 I have a way that she can make money without having to pick up extra shifts and miss time with those sweet little babies that she was just showing me pictures of. I didn't bring it up in front of the surgeon. I didn't, I'm not going to make it awkward while we're sitting there in PACU. But I did message her and be like, hey, sister, I know that, thanks for all. She's someone who does support my post. She's never purchased from me. But I said, hey, if it's something you're interested in, I know you're going to Disney. Well, you said you're going to Disney World in March. We can get that trip paid for by then. So I don't know where or anything, if it'll go. This was yesterday that this happened. But I just wanted to give you guys an example. So I think leading with the business has been huge for me in building my business and building it so quickly. And I think training that and teaching all of you guys so that you guys are leading with the business too. That's how you multiply. The way you set those big goals, and the way you get to them is by building your team and multiplying and practicing what you preach. And I firmly believe in leading with the business. The other thing about that is if you lead with the business, you guys, and someone's not interested in the business opportunity, naturally the products are going to come up, right? So someone's like, you're talking about the business, you're telling about these products, this is the doctors, here's this regimen, this regimen, this regimen. You kind of get into it. The products are naturally going to come up. Then people will be like, well, you know what? No, I'm not really, that's not something I want to do. But you know what? I don't have a great skincare regimen. What do you recommend for me? So it's a natural progression to go with the products. And if it doesn't go into it, you know what? You can bring it up that conversation. You can bring it up the next time you talk to the person. If they're complaining about their son's acne or whatever it is, like it's if you actively listen to what people are saying to you, there is always an opportunity to talk about the business or the products. So the third thing that comes from that, so you lead with the business, they say, no, not interested in it. You bring up the products, or they bring up the products, or somehow the products are mentioned. You ask them what they're using. When they say no, the business isn't what they want to do, find out what they're using. You'll naturally get into a discussion about it, right? If the products aren't for them, they're in love with, they don't need any extra cash, and they're in love with the products that they're using, ask them for a referral. And I always ask for a business referral. Again, not that I'm going to try and bug their friends to buy products from me, but that I have this business opportunity. And if they have anyone looking for an extra paycheck, or they hear of anyone that needs a little extra income, or they have a stay-at-home mom friend who's like dying because she's drowning in kids and just needs some adult time, or whatever it is, you plant a couple seeds and say, I'm looking for, I'm always looking for strong partners. I trust your opinion. If you have anyone, I'd love to chat with anyone about it. So if you lead with a business, you can then automatically fall on products, and then you can then add on, and if that's a no, then you can go on to a business referral. So that's my 2 cents on leading with the business. Let me read my notes here. And then I also made a note here. I always look for people who are already successful, people who are successful in their careers, people who are successful in whatever it is they're doing, people who, they post something on Facebook, and because it doesn't have to be a career success. It can be just successful in life. If you know what I mean? Like they have a lot of friends. They have a great, fun personality. Like people are drawn to them. They're the one that people want to hang out with. Like just people who are successful and happy, because those are the people that are going to be the best at this business. People who are successful already know how to multitask, and they're going to tell you they're too busy. Hands down, the first time you reach out to someone who's got a big, fast, high-track career, they're going to be laugh at you and be like, are you kidding me? No way, I'm too busy. So just expect it and don't let it hurt your feelings. But those are the people that are going to be your best partners. Those are going to be your runners. Those are going to be your builders. Those are going to be your people that can blow this business up. I've seen it time and time again. Those people and freaking teachers. Teachers are crazy good because they have that multitask. They can work with different personalities. They are creative. Successful people and teachers. Those are always my top business prospects. And happy people, I wrote that down too, because happy people, again, everyone's drawn to happy people. Everyone wants to be with the happy people. And so happy people are going to draw others in to be part of their team with them. Okay, and then I just did a quick little couple notes. Sorry, this is so unorganized. I haven't slept in 11 days, you guys. So just bear with me on my scattered brain here. So another little nugget I got from, who gave me this? I think this was Lauren Myers, Lauren Eckert Myers. She's the pilot. She's an RFXer on Team Give too. She was talking about no's one day. And she was like, because a lot of people get really crushed by the no's, like you're trying to build big and you're trying to go, and you've got someone like you think is going to be really awesome. You think they're going to join your team, and you guys have talked and you're following up, and they're like, yeah, you know what? No, I'm not going to do it. And it like bums you out, right? Like you're just kind of, damn it, I suck at this business. This is awful. I'm never going to get another partner. Like it just totally gets you down, right? So her thing on no's is she's like, if you have to know, there's always going to be no's. Like every single person is going to get no's, and there are always, always, always going to be no's. And you have to look at it as that no is one step closer to your next yes. Okay. So she says that, she said she always gives her partners a high five for their no's. So she'll even do like a big, sometimes they'll do a no rally, like we post our good stuff. She'll do on her page, post when you get no's. Because it's like you got to celebrate the no's too, because it's what that shows is you're working. It shows that you've asked, you've done your reach outs, you're reaching out to people, and if you get a no, it's just a not now. And I'm learning that. Oh my God, everyone told me that, but in 2 years ago, I was like, whatever, right? But some of those no's are turning around and buying product from me or having business conversations now. So truly, 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 some of them are no's. Like let's be real. Some of them are definite no's. But you guys, a lot of the no's that you get turn into not nows. And it's so, God, the cycle is so interesting to watch. So no's, high five for the no's. And there's a little fun. I did it a couple times. I think I've done it twice now, and it's probably actually about time for me to do it again. In the business development library, if you search 100 no's, like literally write 100 N-O-S, there's a worksheet, and it literally has boxes numbered 1 to 100. And you literally can fill out until you get 100 no's. And it's so interesting. I wish when I moved, I threw my 2 away. But when I was first starting, I tracked it. And I had everybody, I don't know, the team had 15 people on it or something at the time. And I was like, everybody print this off. And we tracked out how many yeses we got, like how many partners and how many preferred customers we got once we got to 100 no's. And I did it, and I literally printed this thing out, and I wrote on each box the name of someone who told me no until I got to 100. So it's a fun little challenge if you guys want to kind of mix up your routine and like switch your mindset a little bit. You can print that off and go get 100 no's. Go get them. Not crickets. Crickets don't count as a no. Those don't count. You have to get 100 no's. And I swear your business will blow up while you're getting your 100 no's. So that's another little check for you. And then my last little tidbit is, you guys, it takes time. I mean, I realize that's like hard to listen to me say that because in 2 years I'm driving I got it. Like I get it, but it does take time. And for most people, it does take time. You can't, you guys, I wanted to be in a Lexus in a year. Like that was my goal. Like my goal, I told you set big goals. My goal was to be in the Lexus 12, no later than 18 months. I was like, hell or high water, I'm going to get there. I didn't. But you know what? I got there in 2 years, which isn't too shabby. So that's why, again, going back to the beginning, setting big goals, right? And if you don't get there, it's okay. It's all right. But you're that much closer because you're working hard to get there. If I hadn't set my goal for 12 to 18 months in Lexus, you guys, it might have taken me 4 years, right? Because don't set goals so far out because you're afraid that you're not going to hit them. Don't do that. Like make it big. Go big or go home. I'm a single mom and I wanted to adopt a baby. Like how crazy is that? Like talk about big goals, right? It happened. Like you have to set big goals. It would have been so easy for me to be like, no one's going to pick me. I'm a single mom. Who's going to pick a single mom to raise their kid when they could pick a married couple, right? But I didn't. I was like, you know what? Big goals. Go home or go big or go home. So learn from that. I'm such a believer in that, you guys. And then I did say, okay, so back to, again, the sleep thing. So it takes time. So My outside of always lead with the business. That's my number one. You guys touch your business every single day. Do something every single day, even if you only have 2 reach outs or a follow up, or even if it's just, reaching out to 5 people on your friend list that you haven't talked to in 3 years and saying, oh my gosh, look at their last post and comment on how cute their kid is. Because kids are freaking cute, and that's genuine and that's real. Like, kids are not cute. So tell them, oh my gosh, your daughter's adorable. We haven't talked in forever. How old is she now? I mean, start a conversation that has absolutely nothing to do with Rodan and Fields. And is that working? I mean, it is, because obviously long-term you want to try and reach out and build her and see, is this business something that might be a fit for this person? So touch your business every day. Go all in. I wrote that down. Go all in. Have patience, because no one in this business has overnight success, except for the people who pre-enrolled in Canada and were level 5 in the first year. So many people pre-enrolled underneath them. Outside of those people, no one in this business has overnight success. So go all in. Touch your business every day. Lead with a business. Be patient. And you guys, it'll come. I said, put your head down. I wrote, I'm just reading my notes because I can't remember them all. I wrote down, put your head down for 12 to 18 months, because that's what it takes. If you put your head down, and I'm not saying grind it out for 12 to 18 months. Don't wear yourself out. Don't get burnt out. Don't do that. But just know you have to be consistent every single day, 12 to 18 months, and you guys, your business will absolutely blow up, because that's what I did. I did not put a bazillion hours into this. I just touched it every single day. I worked it every single day. I helped my downline. I worked my personal business. I did a little mix of both, and 12 to 18 months, and that's where we were. Don't compare anything, you guys. A lot of people, I haven't had that issue, because I guess I'm too busy to compare, but I know that a lot of people get caught up in that struggle, and you compare yourself to other people's business, and you guys, you cannot do it, because it will rob you of so much joy in this business if you compare. Someone always will be there faster. Someone will always have more PCs. Someone will always have a bigger page. Like, you cannot compare, because you're constantly gonna beat yourself up. So focus on yourself, focus on your business. And just drop the comparison. You can't do it. I have someone on my team, I'm not going to tell you who she is, because she would be so embarrassed. But one of my directs gets caught up in the comparison game and calls me all the time. And is like, tell me not to compare. And I have to remind her, cut it, stop. You can't do it, because your business is your business, number one. And behind the scenes, you guys, you have no idea what is going on with someone else's business. Someone who you think is big and bad and awesome, you don't know what their struggles are behind the scenes in their business. So you absolutely can't compare. And then I also wrote, find someone to run with. So it can be someone in your downline. It can be someone that's like cross-line. I know Jill has kind of reached out to Jamie Klenner and a couple of those girls that are kind of cross-line partners. I know Megan and Autumn, you guys obviously are doing stuff together. Find someone. Tracy and Autumn, God, when Autumn found Tracy's running like crazy, finding someone who will run with you. I got lucky. Kim signed up the day after I did, and we took off together. But finding that person that will run with you will make all the difference in the world for you too, because you guys are going to be able to lift each other up. When someone's gotten the no, that person is going to be like, you know what, shake it off. It's a no, learn from it, move forward. You guys are going to be able to pump each other up and balance each other out on the highs and the lows. So finding someone that'll run with you, finding an accountability partner is absolutely huge, because that's the person who's going to call you and be like, how many reach outs did you do today? I did 14. And you're going to be like, God damn it, I got to do my reach outs, right? So find your accountability partner and find someone to run with. I think that's all my notes. Okay, I think that's all I have. And I had a homework assignment for you guys too, if you want one. But you guys can ask questions. Does anybody have questions for me or want to know anything? I'm an open book. Some people won't talk about their business or what they did. I'm an open book. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Does your car still have the new car smell?
It totally does.
Yeah.
Mixed a little bit with soccer boy, but yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. And it has the cutest little baby car seat in it that you've ever seen in your life. Never seen a sexier Alexi. Little car seat.
Baby on board. Do you have a little sticker in your window?
Yeah, take that. I got the 10-year-old and the 10-day-old. Spacing them out a little bit.
Well, Stephanie, I want to say congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
That's awesome. Thank you. I'm like beaming. I feel like I'm still holding my breath. I told you guys on the video, the 26th is when it's final. So I'm like, still like, okay, am I babysitting or is it mine? Is he really mine? You know, so
You're
I think
amazing.
we're good though. I think we're good. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, you guys will be the first to know. Yeah. Anything?
Ask her questions, guys.
What I would say, what I want to say with the Power Partners, we reached out to our upline to find one. So don't feel like you have to go searching for someone. Those of us who have been in here longer than some of you, we want to help you find the right Power Partner if you're looking for one. So.
Absolutely. And we can look outside. I mean, it doesn't just have to be like mine or Kim's downline. Like Ashton Trop has tons of, oh my gosh, her team's crazy. But she's got all kinds of people that she can connect us with. Sarah Reinecke has people that she's happy. Sarah Reinecke is awesome. If you guys ever get a chance to listen to her talk, she's one, Autumn, you should bring on your call.
Yeah, we will.
Oh my God.
She's on the list.
Jaws will drop. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's very blunt.
Yeah. There's no BS with her.
But she's awesome.
Katie Geiger, is Abby Lund on the call tonight?
Abby Lund, as far as I know, is not on the call tonight.
Okay. She'd be a good power partner for me if she'd want to get on stuff.
That'd be great.
You and I can chat about that at some point. Yeah, I mentioned it to her, and when we visited earlier, she was not in a place where she felt she was ready for a power partner, because Autumn and I both kind of had that idea. So we can definitely chat about that.
Good to know.
Soon.
Yeah, you got to be in the right mindset. I went through that too. Like, full disclosure, there were twice Stephanie was like, you want me to set you up with someone? And I was like, nope, busy. Nope, can't yet. Yeah. So it just, little man's awake. I hear him screaming. He's a grandma. Don't worry. I'm not just letting him cry in the corner. My mom's here taking care of him.
I don't know what he's at with power partners in their business, but my mom is looking for a power partner as well.
She is.
Sweet Betty.
Love her so much.
Their internet is still screwed up at their house. This is going on 3 months. So if she wants to jump on any videos on Zoom or anything, she has to go sit outside the one fast food restaurant in their town.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. She's so cute. I love her.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, we can find someone from her. Ashton Trout may have a good person for her. Let me chew on that one. Let me think on that.
Okay.
Because it's fun. It's so fun. I mean, you guys have each other, obviously.
It is fun.
But it's fun when you've got someone else to bounce ideas off of, and like I said, lift you up when you're down and you lift them. I mean, it's so much more fun.
And geographically, I mean, I'm figuring that out myself too. Even if it's not, with my big move, I'm setting up with Tiffany Lake and Lindsay Kuzer, and that's going to be a blast. And this will always be my team, and these will always be my people. But just to see how other teams do their things with events, and to just see what their language is and how they invite things. And I'm so looking forward to stealing all of it and bringing it right back here, to you guys. But it's just like, that's one of the huge, the blessings of this business is it's never, I was talking, Candace was on earlier, and she and I visited, I told her to try to figure out who's in Arizona and to, reach out to all of you guys so that we can be reaching out to see who she can connect with. Wherever you are, there shouldn't ever be a reason to not have somebody somewhere.
Yep. To do events with, to just partner with. Absolutely.
especially events. I think that's I was telling Candace that I was really going to miss the Tall Grass Tap House, but I think I'm going to be getting really familiar with AJ's Pizza here in the next couple of weeks. So I like pizza. It'll be good.
I love it.
Stephanie, can you give like when you do lead with the business, I know a lot of feedback that we get revolves around like how to do that, like opening one-liners, so on and so forth. Can you, because you're pretty blunt too, in a good way, you know what I mean? But like, how do you pull that in? I remember a couple of things that you've said that I know have stood out to me.
Okay, I have no idea what I've said to you, but okay.
But yeah, I'm just curious as to, kind of what are some things that you say to get into that? To lead into that conversation.
The icebreakers.
Yeah. So like I said, I always try to be ask people open-ended questions, what they do for their job, what are, just anything like about their life, just to kind of hear where they're at and what's going on. And in almost any conversation, like when you actually start talking to someone, not just messaging, but like talking to someone, there's something comes up that you can jump on. They talk about they're tired because they're working, so many shifts, or the kids are making them crazy. They just need a day off. Or like, even when people were talking about like going back to school and they were so excited to like have their kids back in school, like those people that for the stay-at-home moms are like, I can't wait to have my kids back in school. Okay, well that person needs a little something other than, like she's obviously losing her mind, right? If she's like happy that her kids are going back to school, she's like, I need more, right? I need a little something else. So like, I just try to pick up on what people are saying in their conversation and see how like Woodward Van & Fields fit into their life. How would this be something that might be good for them? And there's always something that you can talk about. People talk about their car, needing new tires. They talk about the vet bills, Autumn Sircone. They talk about whatever it is. Like people talk. There's always something you can jump on financial because okay, maybe there's a couple people in the world. I don't know anybody who's like, yeah, I don't need any money. I'm really good. Like, I really don't need any more cash. Like, no one says that. So offering a business opportunity to people, I think is big. And I always talk about like how substantial it is. I think a lot of people downplay, like, I joke and call it face wash because that's obviously what it is, but that's kind of like my sarcasm and who I am, like me being genuine me, is, my face wash business is what I call it. But I legit tell people, what, I don't throw numbers, I'm not tacky about it, but I let them know how big of an opportunity this is. That this isn't, because in my mind, I thought this was $100 a month. I thought Ashton Top was making a couple $100 a month, with her cute little eye cream business. And so I think when you talk about it, you have to tell people, you have to make it substantial because it is substantial. It is a big deal. It can be life-changing for people. And I think if you say that, and look, I know it sounds freaking nuts, but this business is crazy good. Like the opportunity is insane. If you can just be blunt enough and say that to someone and not be scared or think that they're going to judge you or what, if you can just lose all those preconceived notions and just share it, like genuinely share the business opportunity and how big it is and how you've seen it change people's lives and what it's doing for you, I think people will take it seriously if you take it seriously. If you kind of like sheepishly put your head down and like, hey, yeah, so I'd love to talk to you about being on my team for Van & Fields. If there might maybe something that you might be interested in, people are gonna be like, oh, sister, no. But if you own it and you tell people, yeah, my Van & Fields business is blowing up right now. My team we just earned our Lexus. It's crazy awesome. You can say my partner Lexus in 2 years. She's got a 6-figure salary in 2 stinking years. Like, how crazy is that? This is a girl I know. It's legit. It's for real. This is what happened, and this is what I'm doing too. I would love to talk to you about it. I think you'd be phenomenal at it. If you own it, then it comes across so much better than if you're sheepish and you aren't confident in it. So believe in it. Like, you guys have to have that belief in yourself, in the products, in the company, in the doctors, in everything, how big this is. You have to have that. And then you just take that and you latch onto it. So I think that's one way. And then another way, if that's too bold or whatever, and that's not you and your personality, I was listening. I don't know if you guys listen to Romy's training calls. So Romy is like one of the original consultants. Her team's called Powered by You. We're all under Romy for the most part. But Romy's like the #1 consultant, right? She and Sarah Robbins are the two. So Romy does a call, and if you don't have it, she's a contact in my phone, not her personally, but the call-in. So every Sunday night they record a call, and you just call in, you put in a code, and you sit and you listen. It's a 30-minute recording. I listen to it when I'm driving every week. I always listen to them, and it's always a leader, and it's not always like an RFX or Elite. Sometimes it's, you know, a level 3. Like, it's different people, and they share little nuggets. And this girl was saying on the one this week, it's still out there till Sunday, but she was talking about how like the attitude of this being a gift, and shame on me if I don't offer it to someone, right? Like, so they're going to say no. Okay, they say no. But shame on me for not sharing this with someone, because she literally had someone who was a preferred customer of hers for a year and a half. And the girl, so I've been watching you do this business, and I'm really interested in it, but you haven't asked me. So since you haven't asked me, does that mean you don't think that I would be good at it? Like, this girl came to her and said that, and she's like, oh my God, for a year and a half, this girl's been waiting for me to ask her, like, about doing this business. And it's someone that she really respected, who was super successful in her career, and she was intimidated. She was on her chicken list to ask her about it. She just kind of taking her orders, and then instead of asking her about the business. So I just think it's a good thing to keep in the back of your head. Yes, there's people who are going to be annoyed when you ask them about it. So what? Who cares? But there's going to be people out there who are not going to be annoyed. So listening to people, listening to their conversations, and then just keying into whatever it is they're saying. If it's a money thing, if it's I hated dropping my kid off at daycare again. Like, if it's, I can't believe my son's going to kindergarten, what am I going to do all day? If it's whatever it is, like, you just latch on to the little piece of the conversation. The other thing I'll tell you guys for the business, and I didn't touch on, but I meant to, Jamie Peterson swears by the numbers. 1 in 10 preferred customers is a consultant. 1 in 10. So look through your preferred customer list. If you have 10 preferred customers, one of those is a consultant statistically. So those of you who are those PC queens out there, you've got consultants. And I know Autumn has turned several preferred customers to consultants. Some of you probably on this call right here. So keep that in mind. 1 in 10 preferred customers is a consultant, and they're just trying the products. They told you they're not interested in the business. They're trying the products because they want to see if they work. And you give them a month or two to try them and see them and love them, and those are going to be your team members. So always drip the business on preferred customers. Every single one of my preferred customers hears about the business, whether they've told me no or not, twice a year. Always, I bring it up every time, because I think that if you have someone who loves the products that much, I think that that's going to be your biggest source for adding the consultants. I don't know what I said to you, Autumn, that you liked. You can share it with everyone, though.
No, you had just made mention one time, you know, there's certain things that I latch onto that people say to me that then sticks, that I you know, try to use with other people as well. Because I mean, if it stuck with me, then I feel like, you know, I was probably the biggest no, I mean, initially. But you said something one time, I think you were in the OR, I don't know where you were, and I don't know, you said something about, well, could you use an extra paycheck? And she's like, you're like, who would say no to that? Like, right. You know, and I mean, and so you don't have to say in exact that verbiage, and I know that you don't always, but it's true, ladies. I mean, who would not love an extra paycheck? Yeah. You know, I mean, who would say no to that? Right. So, I mean, it just stuck with me. And again, that's looking at the monetary aspect, but bottom line is we have to have the monetary aspect in order to make, you know, for me, time freedom or whatever your why might be come true. So yeah, I've used that a couple times, you know, with people that I know that could be really beneficial for them. And I mean, even if they don't react right away, you're dripping on them. They're thinking about it. They're like, I could use an extra paycheck.
Another good way to reach out to people is to ask for a referral. Like, don't ask them about the business. Say, hey, I just wanted to reach out to you. I'm looking for new, I'm looking to build my team. I'm specifically looking for, and give a type that's similar to them. Because, you know what I mean? Like, to get their wheels turning. So you'd be like, if I'm reaching out to Kim, I'd be like, I'm looking for someone who is super like career savvy, like successful career, is active, in whatever, their church and their kids' sports team, someone, whatever, someone who's going to tell me they're too busy. Like, who do you know? I need someone like that. Or you reach out to a teacher friend and you say, I'm really looking for, to build my team. I love, like, teachers are amazing at this. That's why, I'm reaching out to you because teachers are fantastic. They over and over build these huge businesses and do so well, and they're phenomenal. Do you know any teachers? I know you've told me no in the past, but who do you know that maybe I could reach out to? Or who have you heard in the teacher's lounge complaining about needing an extra check? And sometimes that person, they'll either give you a referral or they'll say, I'll keep you in mind. You get that a lot. But sometimes they'll be like, well, okay, maybe, yeah, let's talk about it now. Teachers do well. You know what I mean? So if you're tweaking it and you're asking them for their help and a referral, sometimes the gears will be a little different in their head. And that's another good way to reach out leading with the business to someone. It's just by asking for a referral.
Do you have any verbiage on that? That would be easy to.
I mean, I just do it by person. Like I do a lot of just look at the person and type up something like for them.
Into their personality and.
Yeah. So I don't have anything that's like just like typed up. I mean, if you like message me and tell me like your specific scenario, I can write something for you real quick.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I kind of tailor it to the thing. The time, like when I turn and burn messages is when I'm like inviting to a flash sale or whatever, like a Facebook Live event or that, then I'll turn and burn like the same messages over. But when I'm doing like business prospecting reach out, I tailor them to.
Well, I was just thinking with the teacher one, like that.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a good one. Yeah.
It's awesome. And then like also you can, like, if you see someone you like, that you're looking on Facebook. Like I was looking, one of my sorority sisters lives in Denver, and I was like, ooh. I was like, okay. And so I reached out to her and was just like, hey, I'm really trying to grow my team in Denver, the Denver market. Do you know anybody? Whatever. And so you can tailor it to, you're looking for that geography or that profession. Like you can tailor it to anything that they need. I'm really looking for some stay-at-home moms. Like I need people who aren't looking to grow big, that just want, a little side target fund. Like you can tailor, if you know that that's that person, say that to them. I'm looking for people who need shameless shoe funds. Like we're just building our team and our brand.
And would you recommend, you could go that route with people that have been like, I already have a consultant, good luck. Like you could totally ask them for.
Yeah, you can totally ask them for referrals. Yeah, absolutely.
That would be a good way to do that.
Yeah. Yep. You guys, I recruited the stinking lawyer that represented me in the adoption. We're standing in court. Okay. Like the judge is about to walk in. I've got a 3-day-old nugget in my hand. We're in court waiting for the judge. And she looks at me and she goes, holy crap, your eyelashes are crazy. And I'm like, I go, yeah, it's that Rodan & Fields stuff. You know about it? She goes, Rodan & Fields. She goes, it's Lash Boost. Like she knew the name of it. She goes, it's Lash Boost. I'm like, yeah, it's Lash Boost. I was like, you aren't using it yet? She's like, are you serious? She totally thought you guys stitches. I'm like, nope, it's Lash Boost. I was like, I'm a consultant. I said, I'll hook you up with it. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, wait. She goes, you do that too? I was like, yes. I said, I do it. I go, sister. I go, it's $100,000 a year and there's a free Lexus out there in that parking lot. And she was like jaw dropped, was like, we need to talk. My lawyer in court, waiting, and then in walks judge. Literally, that's how that played out. Like, I will talk to anyone. I will recruit anyone. Because you never know. You never know. So we get a lawyer on our team. Mm-hmm.
That's legit.
Well, Romy, I mean, wasn't Elizabeth a lawyer?
Yeah, Elizabeth's attorney.
Yeah. And Romy, I mean, she was a PR exec lawyer. I mean, she's got a whole list of accolades out there. I mean, it's the caliber of women in this, I mean, are not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go after the women with careers too. Don't be scared of them. I could do a whole nother training on that. Don't be scared of those. Don't be scared of them. They're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna tell you no the first time. Just go in waiting for it. But those will be some of your biggest, baddest runners. Like there's some of the ones that'll get it if you can nail them down.
I got ice cream.
What else you guys got? If you don't ask me questions, I'm gonna go to sleep.
No, you won't. You've got a new baby.
I know,
sleeping
right?
is over.
That's why I'm like, I know you're right now. I'll be running to bed.
Mommy, I want McDonald's ice cream.
Numbers is another one. Numbers is another fun thing that I like to talk about too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get into that. I got all kinds of good stuff.
We'll just have to have.
Are you a big tracker?
Okay, so I wasn't. I was horrible. Ashton Trout got on me. She was so mad at me because I did not track my numbers until way after when you're supposed to start tracking them. I'm terrible at tracking. But I did, I literally just opened it up. That's why I thought of it. I did from month 1. I literally from month 1 till now tracked what level I was, how many consultants I recruited that month, and what my org volume was. And so I do, I started, this was my tracking system, you guys. This. For a long time, that is how I tracked it. And then I finally started a spreadsheet in February of this year. Way too late.
Do you track your reach outs or just your numbers?
I do not track my reach outs. I should.
I don't either.
But
I haven't found something that I will stick with, so I was just curious if I've seen everybody. Jenny has the coolest, most awesomest color-coded spreadsheet that looks like it's so cool. I just can't make it work for me. It's just not. It's nothing. I haven't found anything that I can stick with.
System too.
What?
Ashton Chop has a system. A lot of people, have really cool, good, great, awesome.
Mine's a notebook.
Mm. Is it a notebook? Yeah. I'm a pen and paper. I sit down. I make lists. I'll make lists of
that's what I do.
Good, and then I go through and and then I'll go back. The way I kind of stay on it is I'll go back and look at my old list and be like, okay, whatever happened with this person, whatever happened. So I keep lists.
I'll revisit if I know I've got an hour some Saturday morning or something, I'll go through my Facebook friends lists.
Yeah.
And just be and just write them down and make a clean list on it. On who to revisit on that. No, I mean, I've got spreadsheets for tracking, but not for my. I
don't have it for reach outs. Yeah. I do track our volume every day.
Mm-hmm. I do too. Yeah.
I didn't in August.
Oh, August was awful.
I did not track it.
I didn't in August.
Forget August to even happen.
Yeah, we're starting new, starting fresh. September's a new month. We got good stuff happening.
Yes. Anybody else have questions?
No.
Stephanie.
Are you guys coming to Kansas City on November 11th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we bring our husbands, or is it a girls' night?
Yes, you can absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can. Kyler will be there. I made darn sure we did it on a day that he was there. He's my power partner. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna make him pop a balloon.
He's so good at those balloon pops too. Yeah.
Yeah. He will be there. Paxton.
I was just thinking that it might make it more real for my husband. I mean, he gets it. He's fine with it, but maybe actually seeing these people in real life, and that they're not just my imaginary friends that I've made up, that it might just make it a little bit more concrete for him.
Yeah. Yes. Bring the hub.
Because he's that hottie that you texted at the plaza.
I did. I texted
or whatever
him.
it was that you texted him.
Was I drinking?
You did. Yep. You did.
Sorry about that.
No, it was okay.
It was good. Okay. I remember texting Jill's husband.
Yeah, it was good.
He remembers too. Yep. You'll meet him.
Yeah, don't let me have your phone. Never know what'll happen. Especially the Sexy Lexi party. It's gonna be a good night. Mandy Rudd, man, she got us the hookup. You guys know Mandy's on our team. Have you guys met Mandy? I don't know if you have or not.
I don't think I've met her.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She'll be there. She hooked us up with an awesome venue and really good.
She's a lot of fun. A lot. Yeah, and Megan's on. Mia, Megan.
Megan, oh, there
If
she
you
is.
guys, no offense, if you have to pop off too, I totally get it. Or if you just don't, whatever. If you don't want to be on, no pressure at all. I don't want anybody to ever feel pressure.
I'm gonna hop off and go to bed.
Okay, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie.
You're welcome, ladies. I'm here anytime you need me.
Give cuddles.
I will.
Okay.
Megan, I just told the team yesterday on my team page, so they all know about Lil Paxton now. Megan knew you guys because she is a nurse in the NICU at the hospital where his birth mom delivered. So Megan has known for a little while behind the scenes because I was freaking out for the past.
Well, I wondered, Megan, is that the same adoption agency that your sister works for or not? Or used to work for?
No, Steph didn't go through an agency.
Yeah, that's right. You went through, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Agencies wouldn't work with me. They didn't like me.
Yeah, that's right.
They don't like the single mama. You got to go private. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Have an awesome night.
Thanks.